11:38, the breaking news that we can update you on out of SFO is the protesters have left the TSA area of the international terminal. So now Will Tran is able to see that they're starting to process whoever can get there.
Right.
And so the lines aren't that long at this point because it's still difficult to get into the international terminal.
Yeah, let's go there now. Live inside, Will, with the latest developments. Will.
Well, right now, people are being processed as though it never happened. But, James, you talked about it a little bit earlier, damage already done. And, yes, it will be difficult just to get to this location. But before, even if you got to this location, you could not go any further than where I was standing. But I'll step out of the way just to show you what's going on. So at about, I would say 10 minutes ago, they decided instead of standing here, locking arms, fully erect like a statue, not moving whatsoever, they decided to take their protest on the road, to march through this area. And when they started marching, that opened up the floodgates to the A gate and B gate to the international terminal, and within a minute or so. So it seems like a lot of the workers, maybe they were on standby on the side, because as soon as they moved out, these workers moved in. And right now you can see the line just snaking through this area. So if you have a flight, say around 3 or 4, and you wanted to give yourself that 3-hour window just to get here, you dodged a bullet as far as maybe your flight, but who knows, because of all of what happened this morning, things could have such a ripple effect that those flights could be pushed back as well. A lot of times this morning, many travelers came here, they were confused, and then they were rerouted across the airport, down a hallway, and this is the international terminal, to the domestic terminal. They are not doing that anymore as far as the workers here are concerned. So it looks like there are people going to the counter, checking in their baggage. A lot of them, they probably had no idea what was going on here just about 10 minutes ago, when it was pretty much shut down because of hundreds of protesters. And I don't even see police officers anymore. So it's almost as if, James and Daria, it never happened.
No, but it did happen. Will, you gotta tell everybody how you navigated this. From the start of this thing, you got word, and within moments, you somehow were able to get to the terminal, and I want you to walk us through how difficult that was, because we're going to show the video of what unfolded when you arrived. How did you get there? How difficult was it? And then what did you see?
Okay, so when I got here, I was coming from Redwood City. I was expecting to park at the international terminal, and they allowed the media to park pretty much right next to it in media parking, pretty close to curbside.
Okay.
I wasn't even able to get there because there was a CHP officer blocking the entrance to the international exit, the ramp. So if you ever have been northbound 101 and you go to SFO, you have a fork in the road. One says departing flights domestic, the other international. Well, the international location was simply shut down because the CHP officer spread his car across the road. So that was not an option. Then I went underneath the ramp. Then I went back up to the departing area, curbside, parked my car pretty much right next, and we have media parking, right next to an FBI designated area. From there, I had to walk from domestic just to get to this location. And I have parking. Can you imagine those who don't have parking or don't know the airport as well as I do?
Right.
Forget about it. You are going to miss your flight. So thankfully, I knew what I was doing, and I was able to carry all the gear to this location.
But, okay, and then
look at this. These people.
Then you shot this video, which is incredible. And you've been to all these protests. Just talk about like the organization and the size of the protests and how they were able to gum up travel there for so many hours.
There were probably about 100 or so protesters just at my location, but I'm sure that they were spread throughout. We had Charles Clifford on the outside. They were also at Gate G at the international terminal. So they are well organized. This is a well-oiled machine. I don't know. I would presume many of them probably did the same thing back in November when President Biden was in town for the APEC summit. And at that particular time, they had all that security. Now, keep in mind, we have 20 of the world's most powerful leaders in town, so they already had the staff, CHP, police officers, San Francisco PD, already in effect. So they just had to get the word to move to the Bay Bridge. In this case, there's no major dignitary in town, much less 20 of them. So even if they had to mobilize, it probably would take a little bit longer than what we saw back in November. And perhaps that is why they never moved in. And I showed it to you live all morning. Police officers standing by. Police officers from the police department, San Francisco Police Department, as well as Homeland Security. They never once made a step towards the protesters.
And Will, we just had, within the last minute while you were talking, SFO put an update out on social media reading, quote, roadways and checkpoints have reopened, resuming normal operations. Please allow extra time. So now the roadways, according to the airport, reopen.
Well, let's go outside in front of the airport. That's where Charles Clifford is, and he is near BART, where everybody who was inside seems to be dispatching themselves and getting out that way. What do you see, Charles?
Well, so the protest, which was several hundred people outside on the curb at International, they just all got onto basically one BART train and left, just in minutes. They were all gone. So they are gone. The airport has now reopened the international terminal. Cars are being allowed to go to the curb. So things are rapidly getting back to normal here at the international terminal. There's almost no protesters left. The police department is sort of cleaning up the mess that they left behind. The airport probably going to be doing that for a while as well. But it looks like at this point this is completely over and things are going to start getting back to normal here in the next minutes and next hour or so. So again, protesters, they got on BART and they left. So that's kind of what's happening right now, guys.
Any signs behind in trash cans? Or did they try and toss that stuff as they were trying to slip onto BART?
What, hundreds of people just like this gone?
Yeah, so they basically left all their signs sitting on the curb at International. Not all of them, but many of them. The platform they had brought, they left that behind. And they just slipped over here to BART, and within 5 minutes, they all got on maybe 2 trains and left.
That is incredible.
So if you're on BART right now and there's a lot of people on your train, that's probably what happened.
Wow, yeah, the next story is about BART being jammed with people. And Charles, it looks like some of them were willing to sacrifice their cars because not everybody arrived on BART. They did drive some cars and left them to be towed away.
Yeah, I couldn't see exactly, but it looked like maybe 5 or 6 cars were set up to block the entrance to the international terminal. The police department, the airport, towed those away rather quickly, and then the police department was controlling traffic into the airport. But they now have reopened the whole thing. So cars are coming back and buses are coming back to the curb here at International, and things are getting back to normal.
I'm curious, as they were filing away and slipping onto BART, could you hear, were they congratulating themselves? Because I know when we talked to Will inside, they were congratulating themselves for, quote unquote, a job well done. They achieved their goal of causing disruption at the airport. Did you hear any of that?
Yeah. A lot of that. So they were very happy with the results of what they've done. They seem to be, very congratulatory with each other, saying this was a very successful, let's all go home and move on to the next thing that they're going to do. So they seem very happy with the results of what they had done this morning. The police department, again, hanging back, didn't see anyone get arrested. It was very peaceful. They were noisy, but not, violent or disruptive any other way other than the big protest in general. So luckily there was no violence here.
And it was a whole different tactic by police because you remember, Charles, you covered the Bay Bridge protest, and those people all got arrested and then processed, and then they even looked at video afterwards of, to try to find them. And in this case, it looks like there's going to be no charges at all or any kind of trace.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone get arrested. There didn't seem to be any effort to chain themselves to anything or make this a long-lasting protest where police would have to get involved to remove them. Just the cars really is the only thing the police had to move out of the airport. They seemed to come in here with a plan to start, in the morning and leave at a very specific time, about 11:30 or so, and that's what they did.
In time for lunch, apparently.
Wow.
At least the owners of the cars can be easily...
to get home for lunch.
Right? Yeah, at least the owners of the cars, they might get tracked down by police because they're going to have to process those cars and get a hold of the owners.
Right, but everybody else is gone. All right, thanks a lot, Charles.